Here with Henry Davis. Henry, my first question for you, because we had talked with Mike Clevenger when he came off, and he was raving about you, your work ethic, how early you're up. Do you sleep is our first
I
question.
sleep a lot. I really do. I sleep a ton. I maybe 9, 10 hours a night. So just in bed early.
Well, take us through your process, though, when you get to the baseball field, because he's talking about you get here, you're at 7 a.m., you guys are sitting in a hot tub, cold tub, and he's talking to you. Your process before a game, people rave about it. What's the day-to-day like?
So honestly, a lot of video, keeping up with the pitchers, conversation, and making sure I'm on their page. So when we get out there, we can put it all together.
Things were put together pretty well on the field today. Your arm looks like it's in mid-season form behind the plate. How good did it feel to get a catcher caught stealing?
Felt good. Credit to Alika for picking that. Kind of threw a little snake biter, but it was good.
Did you think you were going to have that one at third, too?
I did, but, just trying to get clout. Pitch count got up a little bit, tried to make something happen, but it's all right. He got out of it.
When you look back at last season and how well you did behind the plate, Don Kelly had told us, he wouldn't count out a guy like you on making adjustments, and that's an example as to why. How would you define how last season went from that perspective?
Overall, as a team, underperformed, but me personally, just felt like I made some good strides defensively and really learned a lot about the offense and kind of what I need to do differently, and trying to put that all together right now.
It looked like you have a different batting stance as well, a different approach at the plate. Take me through what you saw and what those adjustments exactly are from your words.
Well, taller and using my lower half better, trying to stay, not tilting my shoulders like crazy and pulling off and trying to, keep my direction through the middle of the field at the power play. Honestly, the biggest thing right now is I can just see the ball so much better and making a lot of contact. So, as the barrel gets a little bit out in front, timing gets better over the next couple of weeks. Excited to see what happens.
Yeah, where do you feel like you're at with that process? Are you still going into spring games thinking, I'm still trying to adjust some things here and there, not so much results driven?
I think really focusing on the pitches I'm swinging at and trying to have quality at bats. I know that the batted balls when I put the ball in play is, productive, and so I guess over the next couple of weeks, let the timing move a little bit more out in front and, start driving some balls. But right now, just happy with the swings, decisions, contact I'm making.
What were some of the things that you looked at this offseason? I know you're someone who dives deep into analytics when you're looking at pitchers and stuff. So what types of things were you looking at to make those assessments about yourself?
Yeah, really, got into some biomechanics. I think I'm someone that, in the middle of a season, that's a challenge to try to interpret and not obsess over it. So in the off season, took some time and really just took a step back, try to figure out what's the best spot for me to be in. And, even today, that, sinker in the first at bat, I normally would have pulled that foul or, hit it on the ground. So getting that ball, in play is a good sign.
Do you feel like you're just a more mature player overall when you look at things, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, from your very first year in the big leagues, being thrown in right field and the challenges that come with that, to being more comfortable with yourself defensively? Now the rest of your game can come together. How much more mature do you feel as a whole?
No doubt, I do, and I think that's just a credit to the guys around me and the coaches, and really just learning on just the more reps I get on the field, trying to put it all together.
What did it mean when you're talking about the coaches and you hear someone like Don Kelly step up and say he's not counting you out to make those adjustments, just to hear that praise from your manager?
Yeah, it feels great. Try to just put in the work every day to deserve that reputation and pay that every day, I guess.
There's going to be more challenges throughout the game. We saw ABS be one a little bit here today. I used it a couple of times. What's the biggest challenge you're noticing with that from your point of view?
I think just the right pitches to challenge. Like, I think in non-leverage counts, you really want to be certain, and then whether it's bases loaded or late in the game, et cetera, being a little bit more aggressive at those, just trying to have a good strategy with it.
Has it been different, though, seeing how the strike zone adjusts to each guy as well?
I think it's very consistent, east to west, and the challenge for me would be knowing guys' height, so up and down. So, guys' stances, I missed one the other day. You come back in and the guy's just lower in his stance, so it kind of threw me off a little bit, but really just trying to be in tune to the general height. You're never going to know exactly where it is, but just try to make a really good calculated decision.
Well, you're somebody I know that your teammates are going to be relying on a lot for that. After hearing everything they've said, I have no doubt that they're going to be confident with you behind the plate. One other challenge that you're going to have this year, Henry Davis, you're expecting your first baby to be a dad. How much are you looking forward to that challenge?
Yeah, we're thrilled. Yeah.
thrilled. That smile. I think that smile says more than the words for sure. But Henry, being a girl dad too, are you a little nervous about that?
No, not at all.
You ready?
Yeah.
We can't wait to watch Henry Davis be a dad. We can't wait to watch you on the field again. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Brownie?